Coming up, History News This Week, Episode 21. Namaste friends, my name is Shinil Subramanian Paimal and you are listening to the Histology Podcast. Welcome to the 21st episode of History News This Week. Please note that History News This Week will be online every Sunday at 9:30 pm Indian Standard Time, that is 4 pm GMT. This week, I have 6 interesting pieces of news items from the world of history and archaeology, followed by 2 great articles. Let's begin. First, we carry DNA from extinct cousins like Neanderthals. Science is now revealing their genetic legacy. Neanderthals live on within us. These ancient human cousins and others called Denisovans once lived alongside our early Homo sapiens ancestors. They mingled and had children. So some of who they were never went away. It's in our genes, and science is starting to reveal just how much that shapes us. Using the new and rapidly improving ability to piece together fragments of ancient DNA, scientists are finding that traits inherited from our ancient cousins are still with us now, affecting our fertility, our immune system, and even how our bodies handle the COVID-19 virus. Second, Newton tree saplings auction raises more than 30,000 British pounds. An auction of 10 saplings from this apple tree that inspired Sir Isaac Newton has raised more than 30,000 British pounds to help upkeep of his birthplace. It is believed the scientist's home in Woolsthorpe Manor, Lincolnshire, is where he saw an apple fall in 1666, which led to him discovering gravity. The online auction, which closed on Friday evening, raised 31,410 British pounds. The National Trust, which runs the property, said that the highest bid was 5,000 British pounds. Third, mysterious and beautifully carved life-size camel carvings discovered in Saudi Arabian desert. Archaeologists have documented a cluster of carvings depicting camels on a rock outcropping near the southern edge of Saudi Arabia's Nafud desert. The monumental artwork portrays a dozen life-size wild camels, a now extinct species that once roamed this swath of the Arabian Peninsula desert thousands of years ago but has never received a scientific name, according to a study published in the December issue of the journal Archaeological Research in Asia. While the site, named Sahut, had been recognized by other archaeologists for some time, this is the first time someone noticed the camel carvings on the outcropping. Fourth, new chambers discovered in the ancient Egyptian pyramid of Sahur. Scientists have unearthed previously unknown rooms in the pyramid of Sahur in Giza, Egypt. Sahur, meaning he who is close to Re, was a pharaoh of ancient Egypt and the second ruler of the 5th dynasty. Sahur's reign is seen as one of economic and cultural prosperity, opening new trading links to the land of Punt and expanding the flow of goods from the Levantine coast. Fifth, a Mexican journalist went viral after he presented alien bodies to Congress. Now he is accused of plundering them from ancient sites. A journalist is facing criminal charges in Peru for allegedly looting remains from pre-Hispanic graves after he caused a stir earlier this month when he presented them to Mexico's Congress as evidence of alien life. The event has also led to claims of fraud from the science community, which has dismissed the findings as a hoax. Sixth, Maharashtra awaits UNESCO tag for 14 Maratha military architecture forts. As India celebrates the 358th anniversary of the coronation of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, Maharashtra eagerly awaits the UNESCO World Heritage Tag for a series of 14 Maratha forts, dotting the lush green Western Ghats and the picturesque coastal Konkan region of the state. Since 2012, the Western Ghats have already been a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a long, green, hilly tract extending from South Gujarat to North Kerala, with the major portions falling in Maharashtra and Karnataka. Experts are now rooting for 14 forts symbolizing Maratha military architecture, which have already made it to UNESCO's tentative list since April 2021 and now await a formal nod as a World Heritage Site. Now coming to the 2 articles. First, treasure hunters pose a problem for underwater archaeological heritage. There are ancient pirates and modern treasure hunters. They are separated by more than 200 years of history, differences in the availability of technology, and types of sponsorships that keep them afloat. The former sailing for a country and the latter protected by a company. Even so, they seem to have the same objective, the gold and silver of the Spanish Empire. Second, what makes the Hoysala temples of Karnataka a UNESCO heritage site? These temples are a blend of various southern architectural traditions yet retain their distinctive style, making them a tangible part of India's cultural heritage. The Hoysala era, which started with local chieftains rising to power in the 10th century, is noted for the economic and cultural prosperity that marked this time. But the epitome of the grandeur of the empire is at its best in the form of many temples that received royal patronage, most notably the Hoysala temples. These temples, constructed during the illustrious reign of the dynasty between the 12th and 13th centuries, have earned worldwide acclaim for their intricate architectural marvels and have been recently inscribed onto the UNESCO's World Heritage List. Latest history book release of the week. Under Jerusalem, the buried history of the world's most congested city, written by Andrew Lawler, is our pick of the week. It is a spellbinding history of the hidden world below the holy city, a saga of biblical treasures, intrepid explorers, and political upheaval. History Podcast Recommendation of the Week. Art Curious, hosted by Jennifer Dassel, is our pick of the week. Hosted by a curator and historian, episodes explore the weird and wonderful aspects of the art world. From the rivalry between Michelangelo and Raphael to what led to Van Gogh's death, Jennifer Dessel will make you look at Western art and history in an entirely new way. I will provide links to all the news items, articles, book and podcast mentioned above in the show notes. Please feel free to check them out. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the History News This Week. Hope you found it interesting. Please don't forget to subscribe to the Histology podcast on your favorite podcasting app and check histology.com for book reviews and interesting tidbits from the pages of history. Looking forward to hearing from you. Have a great day and take care. Bye.